Hey guys, it's Anon once again, and it's time for my fourth video about the Chinese armed forces. So I've spent, well, more than a month talking about all the models that I made about the Chinese Navy, Air Force and Army. And this time we have two new models. It's a fighter, the J-10B fighter, and we have the Type 55 Renhai large destroyer or cruiser, depending on your opinion. And we are going to talk a little about each one of these models in greater detail in a moment. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about the J-10B. So at the end of the Cold War, the Russians offered the Chinese the Su-27 and the MiG-29. The Chinese bought the Su-27, but they didn't show any interest on the MiG-29. Why was that? That was because they already had this design on the works. The J-10B, it's a very powerful single-seat, single-engine fighter craft, and it's comparable to the F-16, the Gripen, and we are gonna see the model in greater detail in a moment. Okay, so as you can see, the fighter has all the details of the real design. It has the air brakes here on the rear, which can be open and closed. The nozzles of the engine can be open for higher speeds if we want, just like that. It has the rudders here on the wings, which can be controlled, as well as leading edge slats here on the wings. The cockpit uses two windscreens, one over the other, and it also has a refilling probe here on the nose. And what else? It also has a fully retractable landing gear. If we access this area here, we can close this one, and this one folds like this, as you can see, and then it closes like this. And there's also room for the missiles here. There's lots of hard points and external supports for all of them. And now it's time to talk about the Renhai Type 55 large destroyer or cruiser. This is the latest warship of the Chinese Navy. It's currently being built in large quantities. They have already one fitting out. They are building two more, and there's plans to build many more. As you can see from the launching ceremony of the ship, it was a very interesting and quite odd launch, much different from the ones that we are used to see here in Europe or in the United States. This design has a number of very interesting features. It has a 140mm cannon on the front, an automatic gun. It has the launchers for the missiles here. There's lots of discussion going on a number of forums about the number of vertical launcher systems that the ship can have. Some of them say that it has 120 missiles, others 128. Well, it doesn't really matter. It has more than 10,000 tons of displacement, so it's roughly a cruiser size ship. And continuing on the armament, it has a 30mm seals here on the front. The Aegis style radar antennas are here on the sides and two more here on the rear. And let's move this way so I can see better. Towards the rear, we have more vertical launcher missiles here on the rear with some chaff launchers. These are also anti-submarine rocket launchers and chaff launchers. It also has a FL-3000 short-range missile system for anti-aircraft use, and a small helipad with a hangar for 2 helicopters, as you can see here in the end. This was actually the first ship that I started to build, but it was one of the last, because I don't have much experience building this sort of hull, and I used tiles to make a more hydrodynamic hull, and it's quite stiff, it works quite well, and I'm very pleased with the final result. So I hope you guys like it. Don't forget to visit my Flickr page and subscribe. Thank you and see you next time.